6 o'clock, we'll have a roll call.
Vice Mayor Potts.
Here.
Councilwoman Biggs.
Here.
Councilwoman Van Treese.
Here.
Councilman Hart.
Here.
Councilman Crawford. Here.
One thing on this. You got a couple of letters there.
Yes.
Pass them around. Now, I got this morning reading that. If you'll turn over here on this to the very last page. On the contributions. And go down to the Chamber of Commerce, we've got $5,000. I got a letter from them this morning requesting 2,500 more.
When did they?
Explain that again.
Yeah, it's,
Read your letter there.
oh, you hear it?
Yeah.
We're already giving them $5,000. And he's requesting 2,500 more.
I'm requesting a lot of stuff too, but I don't get it.
I'm just, when you read your letter, and I'll just come around and ask you yes or no, and can I do that?
Well, if they choose to amend to include that, they'd have to do it.
Okay.
Not the public hearing.
Okay.
They'd have to do it.
Not the public hearing.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. We'll wait for the regular meeting.
You should bring it out now, but they couldn't change it until they
We can't
voted on
change
it.
it.
Where's that?
We pass the ordinance now, but anyway,
No, sir. Pass the ordinance at the 6:15.
6:15.
Yes, just make them aware there. Listen.
Somebody else need that.
So we're just,
Yeah, I can do it.
just supposed to.
It's just post a copy of it. You did the right thing. If they're gonna change it, they would have to.
Discuss it at the next meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
At 6:15.
6:15.
And you vote on it, there's nobody else making a comment and close the public hearing.
Is the public hearing open?
Yeah.
I've got a council recording here I wanted to play for the council to hear. Can y'all hear it?
That's high. But I'm gonna tell you, we ain't free either, and you know that. And I mean, I want one that shows what the plans was. And I want one to show them what we've done. I'll go in there and I'll pull your folder, or every folder I got. I'll show them up where you bring nothing else. It's like this, I made when you said something about I may put it in, and there was a percent, and I may put it in expenses, you know.
It's not long.
I mean, engineering for a building, you could put it in a fire hall, you could put it out in a separate engineering. So I don't know exactly where I did, but it is. So we did that twice, I know, and almost 3 times. So, you know, it all adds up. But we'll just do the invoices that pertain to the just the fire. We ain't gonna put nothing on here about the sewers. Okay. That's not none of their money. he's beginning to get to learn just enough and see enough to be. Y'all know where these questions come from, I know where they go.
It goes on. I would seriously suggest that the council members get a copy of that council recording that was loaded into the computer system. Had a couple questions about engineering, since we're not real sure where things are coming from. Year to date, got a lot of zeros here. So, I'm really distraught about what was said there. I think that it needs to be seriously looked into. I think the council recordings need to be locked down. Mr. Jamie, I think you need to put a password on that only you have, because unfortunately Michael and Larry are still sharing a computer. You said it had different places for engineering, and that's understood, but I also, because of other things that are on that specific council recording, as well as at least one other that I'll be glad to share with y'all at a different time. I would suggest, seriously, formally request that 3 signatures be put on any check that goes out to Warren and Associates until this is resolved, looked into, and I just, it's a shame. Talking about a council member that way more than once, and I actually trimmed some of the vulgar, vile out. So it is public. It is on a council recording. So that's what I had to say regarding the actual upcoming budget.
Anything else? Motion adjourned.
I don't know. I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, we want to thank you for allowing us to gather here today. We ask that you please be with this council as it goes about the business on this agenda. We ask that you please remember the families at this table and the citizens of the town of Gordonsville. These things we ask in thy name. Amen.
We'll call the meeting to order and have a roll call.
Vice Mayor Potts. Here. Councilwoman Biggs.
Here.
Councilwoman Van Treese.
Here.
Councilman Hart.
Here.
Councilman Prophet. Here.
Line item 5, approval of the minutes. Need some time. All done? Any additions or corrections? Bill stand approved as read. Line item 6, police parole report. Anybody got any questions for the chief?
Anything you want to say?
Not listed on the applicant.
Have you been released?
Yes, I have been released. Released today.
What about the application for new officer?
I showed everyone my application that's actually the certified officer that actually applied. I did call the police academy. They advised me he was certified up to October. I'd like to go ahead and have y'all's blessing to go ahead and hire him. He's certified. I trained him when he was at the other location, and I believe he'll be an asset to the department.
Scott? No more applications?
No, well, I got more applications, but they didn't meet the certifications that were required. They was not certified.
They're not certified. Need a motion to hire Scott Hale as a 6th policeman.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
Yes, motion.
Vice Mayor Potts,
Yes.
Councilwoman Biggs,
Yes.
Councilwoman Van Treese,
Yes.
Councilman Hart,
Yes.
Councilman Prophet.
Yes.
Unanimous.
Motion carried. You got anything else, Shannon?
No, sir.
Line item 7, fire report. No, we don't have anybody here, don't have anything tonight. Line item 8 is financial statements. Got one more month, 2 items, line items we got down there. On the beer and the liquor. Beer's down about 12,000, liquor's down about 23,500. Other than that, everything else pretty much on up. And we were expecting that. Any comments on financial statement? Line item 9, sale of surplus equipment.
I have I've drafted a resolution and Mr. Winkler has looked at it as well. There are 3 out-of-service police vehicles and a mower, 2 that we would like to we'd like to accept sealed bids to sell them to the public. If we don't get anything from that, then we can do a public auction like we've done in the past, but y'all got a copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Chevy Impala, 2 Dodge Chargers, and a Steiner mower.
It is certainly legally appropriate to do it this way or the other. If you're able to sell them this way, it's much more efficient. You don't have to go to the expense.
We'll just run an ad in the paper and state what they are and put a minimum bid if y'all want to on any or all of them. And then they'll just send in the sealed bids like any other project and we'll have a bid opening for it.
Just need that in a motion form.
Yeah.
Yeah, now if you're gonna put I guess what would effectively be a reserve on any of these, somewhat you'd have to set that now. Otherwise it'd be an absolute, or you could authorize the mayor to put that on there if you thought that would be.
That would be,
Or you can do it kind of absolute, which is what an auction would end up being if
Right.
that's what you.
what do you suggest, Mayor? I don't guess we really thought about a reserve, have we?
Well, and yeah, I think we were gonna put, that one Dodge is better than the other one, isn't it?
Yes, the one Dodge is, running and everything, it's just not good enough for police use,
You said one needed a radiator.
and I think one needs a radiator.
One needs a radiator, one needs a battery. The same car needs a radiator and a battery. Still runs good, but
I don't know, I'm not in our business, I don't know, that one would be just, it'd probably scrap, it's Impala. But there's 2 Dodges, I wouldn't know what to put on them.
Is this something we have to do tonight, or can we,
We don't have to.
okay, because then we could get prices for it, like
I
how
don't
we
know how
kind
you would go about getting a
of,
price for it.
blue book it, I guess, I
Well,
mean.
police service vehicles don't bring much.
No, they'll bring one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
at
I'm
least
fine,
we get
open,
something to
whatever.
compare to before we just put a number on it, if we can do it.
I was
maybe-
thinking 500 for the one and 750 on the other one, and I don't know what scrap is now.
There's no rush. I just
Okay.
wanted to get the process
Down.
started.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, I mean,
Better-
y'all know more about this than I do,
Two
but
of
I
them
mean.
are. 2 of them are. That one is junk. Or,
Yeah.
it's just, I put some gas in it and tried to jump it off and it didn't start, so we'll go with that route.
I want to put a minimum on, of 200 on it, 5 on the one that you think needs a battery and a radiator, and 750 on the other one, and $50 on the mower. Does that sound right? Does that suit y'all?
I mean, that's just a minimum. They may go for 5,000,
Yeah.
you know, who knows?
Right.
So, I'm okay with whatever y'all decide tonight. I just want them out of my way. I'm
You
tired
think
of
it's fair
weeding.
figure?
Do what?
You think that's a fair figure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll use that then.
750 for one Charger, 500 for the other, 200
Yeah,
for the
make sure you
Impala,
got the right one.
and 50 for the mower.
That's minimum bid.
Well, if the council's comfortable with what the mayor is saying, you could always pass the resolution with the authority for the mayor to set the minimum for each and to advertise it that way, and then make sure you got the right car with the VIN number that it needs to
I've got,
be.
yeah, I've got the.
So we just use those figures there then. I need a motion.
Yes.
I need a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution number 1906-10.
Say what all he said.
And delegating authority to the mayor to authorize the minimums to put in the ad. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I second that motion.
Who made the motion?
Mr.
Hart. Hart second.
Vice Mayor Potts,
Yes.
Councilwoman Biggs,
Yes.
Councilwoman Van Treese.
Yes.
Councilman Hart,
Yes.
Councilman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Just for future reference, if you if the council decides to dispose of property in this manner, all your ads say that the town has the right to reject or accept any bid. So if somebody would bid $1, or and that was the only bid you got, that would not be a legitimate bid, so you could reject that.
Is it good to just put that in the ad in the paper? So that's what it is.
All right, we go to line item number 10, fireworks permits.
The requester called and canceled. She withdrew her request, so. The location that she was gonna put it in, after she looked at it closer, it cannot go there per our regulations, so. It was a last minute thing, but she has removed her application.
Line item reading, 11, second reading of ordinance 19-0513, fiscal year 2019-20 budget.
Guess that'd be the time to talk about the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, sir.
Are we online with other cities? Do you know? I mean, I don't have a clue.
So we just continue with the 5,000.
Yeah, I mean,
Did they say why they needed?
Just,
Yeah, you know as much as I do,
policies.
Jess. What's in the letter, that's all I know. I hadn't talked to anybody.
I was kind of like with John on that. I was kind of wondering if we were in line with what everybody,
I think the county gives what, 10?
I don't think they give 10.
Mhm.
Carthage gives almost what he's requesting.
7,500, 7,000.
They're working with more money too, so.
Now, we just
Yes,
upped
sir.
that though, is that what, within a year or so?
I'm not gonna say I remember that.
I don't remember.
A couple of years ago. Everybody want to just leave it as is? All right. Any more discussion about the budget? Motion to approve.
I make a motion, we approve second reading ordinance 19-05-13 of the fiscal 19-20 budget.
My second.
Motion by Councilman Potts, second by Councilman Lady Biggs.
Vice Mayor Potts?
Yes.
Councilwoman Biggs?
Yes.
Councilwoman Van Treese?
Yes.
Councilman Hart?
yes.
Councilman Prophet?
Yes.
Motion carries. Budget is passed on second reading.
Line item 12, new business. County mayor called me the other day and they need an easement to get to one of the manholes that's between Waffle House and that Ricky Hunter property down there. And undoubtedly, Gordonsville Development said if we would give them 3 taps for that string of lots down there, that they would give them an easement to that. I told Jeff that I don't know whether that we can give a tap or not.
Not aware of any ordinance that allows you to. Or any authority that
So,
allows. to be
plus the
given.
fact you're giving away $12,000, they're C2 taps, right? C2 taps and then at $4,000 apiece. So, I thought, I'm gonna run it by y'all, I was gonna tell him that, they can either buy 3 taps from us or give them $12,000 for an easement, or whatever, that's their business, not mine. But I don't think we can give them 3 taps to get them an easement to our manhole. Everybody agree with that?
I'm not aware of any authority that allows you to. You can
That's
vote on
what I
whatever you want
thought,
to,
that's
but I'm
what
not
I
aware of
thought,
any
I didn't
authority.
think I could do that anyways. I'm not gonna do it, I mean, if y'all pass it, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, it seemed like they would get with them and just buy them 3 taps and go on and let them
They
deal with
will,
it.
they'll give them $12,000 for an easement, or whatever they wanna do, That's not our business until they get ready to give it to us, to keep it up forever. All right, I'll pass the word on. Any more new business? Any old business?
I got a couple of things, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
We had discussed, as we prepare for the upcoming election, I think that date has been set. What was the date?
August 13th, I believe.
The Election Commission said August 13th is your vote on the sales tax. And been discussed here whether if you increase that 0.75%, would that still be split among the schools, which is what it was before. I checked with MTAS, and the opinion I got back is that it would not. So I believe as you're talking to your constituents about the election, that you can say that would come to Gordonsville and would be a part of it, part of the general fund. The other issue, at the last council meeting, the state had put us on notification related to the asbestos renovation, and council asked me to look at that. I pulled all the regulations and read the letter thoroughly. I don't see any obligation affirmatively on the town of Gordonsville to do anything. You don't issue permits for those activities, so I couldn't tell you any way that you could realistically put this into effect. Obviously, if it's something that we know about, we could certainly post the notification form on the bulletin board, something along those lines. But the state is just asking for some assistance. But ultimately, that falls on the owners and operators of the property, and it's their obligation, just like there's a ton of state laws we all have to follow every day. That's just one of them. Now, obviously, if the town or building inspector becomes aware that something like that is going on, it's certainly reasonable to tell them. But I don't know what else you can do, because we have no way to know when someone is doing that if they're not coming to get a permit to do it. So I don't know any way that you could legitimately govern that unless you adopted some ordinance to require such a permit. And I'm certainly not suggesting that. That's not what's on. But I don't see anything affirmatively you need to do other than if you wanted to put the notification form on your bulletin board here as people come in for other things. I suppose a lot of times people tear something down to build something back, and they would come get a permit for that, but the damage is done probably by the time they got here to get the building permit. So that's all I have there.
But a local option
Yes, sir.
is, now if the county votes, say in March, and theirs passes, theirs will override ours, and we'll go back as was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But that'd be next year.
That'd be next year.
Yes, sir. There are 40 days on ours has passed.
That's passed.
And my understanding is I believe South Carthage and Carthage are both doing the same thing you're doing. But our election's been set for the 13th. There'll be early voting. We got
Yes.
it'll start running.
I believe
in the
I sent
paper
it to all you guys too, so.
2 weeks before, whatever.
Means we gotta get busy.
Any more business?
Yeah, I will bring up the red light again. I was on vacation once this week. Been talking with Stanzel Electric. Brought it up too late, really. I mean, before the budget passed. But they are doing some paving, and I'm hoping that they're going to do something with those off ramps. So maybe maybe we won't be out on that. If not, I'm still going to, see what that costs, and we'll go from there. We might be able to fix it. There might be some. I don't know if street aid that covers that also, correct? If I don't know the process of that, but I think that if that's something we, I'm hoping that when they come through and pave that they're supposed to be grinding some of that up. So maybe they'll accidentally get ours. So.
Yeah.
I got an email a couple weeks ago, and TDOT is trying to release some funds for smaller towns to help with that, and I put our name in the pot on that too. So.
Good, definitely.
That's like I say, I'll take complete blame for that. It just a month is hard to get somebody out and should have started it early, but
Well, it's been ongoing for a bit now,
we'll get there. I just hope the state does it. That's all I got.
Any other old business? Anything else? Motion adjourned.
I'll make that motion. I'll make
I'll
that every
second.
week.
Hodgson Biggs. Hodgson makes the motion, Biggs second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Almost on